Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're exploring a concept we all think we know pretty well, commitment.
Right.
But our sources suggest there's something deeper going on, almost, well, surprising. A power that goes beyond just gritting your teeth.
Exactly. It's fascinating stuff. We're drawing heavily from excerpts called Make a Commitment and
Yeah.
You'll Move Mountains, and also Mike Kernacki's book, The Ultimate Secret to Getting Absolutely Everything You Want.
Okay.
And our goal really is to unpack how true commitment works, how it can, open doors, bring resources your way, and what it actually demands to see things through.
So where do we start with this kind of transformative power? There's a great quote you mentioned from Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes, it's quite profound.
He said, "What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when a man is in that state of mind in which he knows exactly what he wants and is fully determined not to quit until he finds it." What's this state of mind really about?
Well, the source gets specific here. It defines commitment, that state of mind, as the willingness to do whatever it takes to get what you want.
Whatever it takes. That sounds intense.
It is, but there's a crucial clarification. It absolutely excludes anything illegal, unethical, or harmful. Always.
Right, that's important.
So whatever it takes is really about your mental attitude. It's saying to yourself, look, if this needs 5 steps, I'll do the 5 steps.
Yeah.
If it turns out to be 55 steps, okay, I'll do those. If it's 155 steps,
You do the 155.
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't even need to know the total number up front. It's the resolve that matters.
Okay, I think I get the commitment part. It's that deep decision. But where does persistence fit in? Is it the same thing or different?
That's a key distinction. Persistence actually follows commitment. It flows from it.
Oh, okay.
You have to be truly committed first. That's the bedrock. Once that unwavering resolve is locked in, then the persistent action, the relentless determination, it just follows naturally. It keeps you going.
Right. So this leads to something really interesting. The source talks about this idea of, well, magic. That commitment doesn't just fuel effort. It somehow attracts things you need, people, circumstances.
Yes, that's a core idea.
The example given is, say, someone wants to be a best-selling author, they commit, and suddenly they bump into a literary agent or see just the right TV program. How does that work? Is it really magic?
Well, magic is a strong word, but it captures the feeling. It's not like these things appear from nowhere. They were probably always there in some form.
Okay.
What happens psychologically is that commitment sharpens your focus. Your mind starts filtering reality, actively looking for anything relevant to your goal. It's like a magnet.
When you buy a new car and suddenly see it everywhere.
Exactly like that. Your brain is now primed to notice. It creates this mental picture and then works to make it real by spotting the opportunities. But, and this is important, it's not passive. You have to be active, grab those opportunities when you see them. Commitment just makes you see them.
And this isn't a new idea. There's that quote from W.H. Murray. It describes this beautifully.
It really does.
Murray said, "Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always an effectiveness, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would otherwise never have occurred,
A whole stream of events issues from the decision.
raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamt would have come his way." Powerful stuff. But does this mean you don't need a plan? Can you just commit and wait?
Good question. No, it doesn't quite mean that. A plan is definitely better. But the point is, you don't need to have every single step figured out right at the beginning.
I see.
Often, when you're truly committed, the how reveals itself along the way.
Hmm.
The right steps appear, unexpected doors open. It might feel like luck.
But it's your committed mind actively scanning, finding those connections.
Precisely. You're creating those lucky breaks by being receptive and focused.
The author actually shares a personal story about this, doesn't he?
Yes, it's a great example. Back in 1989, he was determined to share motivational articles. He felt strongly about it.
But didn't know how. Newspapers, magazines, a book.
Right, no clear path. So he just did something. He submitted an article to a small local newsletter. Didn't seem like much.
Okay.
Then, a year later, 1990, he gets a call, out of the blue. A guy named Stuart Kamen, a freelance writer,
A complete stranger.
total stranger. Kamen had seen that one article and says, hey, we should do our own newsletter. And that conversation, that unexpected connection, led directly to the Attitude is Everything newsletter.
Which reached hundreds of thousands of people.
Exactly. The how came from someone else, prompted by that initial committed action.
Incredible. But We should probably add a reality check here. It's not all smooth sailing, even with commitment.
But definitely not. The source is very clear about this. Life will test your commitment. Seriously test it.
You're going to hit roadblocks.
Absolutely. Obstacles, mistakes, big disappointments, maybe even severe setbacks, things that make you really want to quit.
So what then?
That's where the depth of your commitment shows. Think of Churchill. Never, never, never give up. Or James J. Corbett, the boxer. You become a champion by fighting one more round. When things are tough, you fight one more round.
So true commitment means pushing through those temporary defeats.
Yes, they're temporary if you decide they are. If you're truly committed, you find a way. You overcome.
Let's talk about some concrete examples from the source. These stories really bring it home. David Baldacci, the novelist.
A fantastic story.
Started law school in '83. Liked writing, but wasn't, aiming for bestseller lists initially. He just committed to learning the craft.
Even though he knew he wasn't great at it yet.
Right. For 5 years, he didn't even finish anything. Just worked on characters, plot, the basics. And get this, he was a practicing lawyer, 2 young kids.
Busy man.
And he wrote every single night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. every night.
Wow. That's dedication.
10 years of this. Short stories, screenplays, 0 sales, lots of rejections.
Most people would have given up way before that.
Absolutely. But then, 1996, bang. Millions for Absolute Power, book rights, movie rights, Clint Eastwood starring.
It just perfectly shows that whatever it takes mindset, doesn't it? The long haul. And what's interesting is the source notes he enjoyed the writing process itself. That probably made the 10 years sustainable.
Good point. It wasn't just a grind. Okay, then there's Jerry Gladstone and Disney, another amazing story.
Yes, the animation art guy.
Started his company in '86, focused on animation art in '87, knew he needed Disney to really make it big.
But Disney wasn't interested.
Not at all. For 3 years, he kept calling, asking for a license, kept getting no. One executive apparently told him in this voice, like Maleficent and Cruella Devil combined,
Vivid description.
that he would never get a Disney license.
Yeah.
Flat out never.
So what did Jerry do? Just accept it? Nope. Kept calling. Different executives. Finally, one, probably just to brush him off, said, well, maybe Minnesota or Massachusetts, only places we'd even think about.
And Jerry was in New York, right?
Right. No interest in moving. But the next day, he flies to Boston, signs a lease on Newbury Street.
You're kidding. Just like that.
Just like that. Calls the executive back, okay, got my gallery space in Boston. The exec was apparently so stunned by the sheer audacity.
That they put him on the program.
Exactly. Weeks later, Boston Gallery opens. Within a year, gets permission for New York, too. Now he's the world's biggest Disney art dealer, doing business with them for over a decade.
That's incredible. Talk about refusing to take no for an answer. Just pure commitment.
And maybe the most extreme example, Benjamin Roll.
Ah, the bar exam story. Unbelievable.
Graduated law school in 1990. He was 67.
Started late. Okay.
To practice, he had to pass the California bar, notoriously hard. He failed, then failed again and again.
How many times?
13 times. He failed the bar exam 13 times.
13. Oh, my goodness. They only offer it twice a year. So by his 13th failure, he's 73 years old.
Well, most people. I mean, anyone would quit, but not Roll. Took it a 14th time and passed.
No way. After 13 failures.
Yes. At 74, he's finally admitted to practice law. His quote was something like, I was going to pass that cotton-picking exam if I lived long enough, and I did.
That just, wow. If that doesn't illustrate willingness to do whatever it takes, I don't know what does. Starting law school at 60-something, then persisting for 6 years after graduation just to pass that exam. Attitude really is everything.
It truly is. So, thinking about these stories, for you listening right now, if you have a goal, the real question is, am I willing to do whatever it takes to achieve this?
And the source pushes hard on this. If your answer has exceptions, well, I'll do almost anything except I won't do that, then, you're probably not truly committed.
And that lack of full commitment makes you vulnerable.
Very likely, yes. You're more likely to get derailed. Think about someone starting a business saying, okay, I'll give it 6 months. If it's not working by then, I'm out. That's a built-in escape hatch.
Exactly. It's not the mindset for success. What if Baldacci had said, 1 year, no sales, I quit? He'd have missed everything.
Right, but just to be clear, this isn't saying don't plan. You should have plans, right? Timelines, budget.
Oh, absolutely. You need structure, set deadlines, manage resources. That's smart.
Okay.
But the core truth remains. Even with the best plans, you often can't know exactly how long it will take. You definitely can't foresee every single obstacle,
So the plan provides direction.
but the unwavering commitment is what gets you through the unexpected storms.
Yeah.
That's the anchor, that deep internal, I'm all in.
What a journey through this idea. It's clear true commitment is more than just wanting something. It's this active, almost magnetic force.
Yeah, combined with that grit, that determination to keep going no matter what.
And seeing how it played out for Baldacci, Gladstone, Roll, it really shows what's possible when you fully commit. They're not just stories, they're kind of blueprints.
Absolutely. Which brings us to a final thought for you, the listener. Given everything we've discussed, the commitment means being willing to do whatever it takes, ethically and legally. What's the one goal in your life right now that you are truly willing to commit to, without any exceptions, starting today?
Knowing you can't see the whole path ahead.
Exactly. Knowing you can't foresee every step. What
Yeah.
could that level of unwavering commitment actually unlock for you? What possibilities might open up? Something to think about.